All right, welcome back. We are finally back. We had no technical difficulties. We were just doing some giveaways,
Yeah.
giving away all that Nvidia swag, plus an extra one that we didn't get to show you guys earlier. But it was water bottles, keychains, screen cleaners, bottle openers, T-shirts,
Yeah.
all sorts of awesome Nvidia GeForce swag. So again, huge thank you to Nvidia for
Those were good.
sponsoring this event
Mhm.
from the EVO Gaming Center in New York, Queens, New York, is where we are. These guys are putting on this awesome event for
Yeah.
everyone. And so, huge shout out to everyone behind the scenes making this all possible. And we are getting set up for our grand finals.
Grand final.
The winner of the finals here, the winner of this match, every single player on
Mhm.
their team will be walking away with $25 RP cards in their pocket, in addition to all of the swag they got. I mean, this was a 30-player tournament,
Yeah.
and there was more than 30 items to give
Yeah.
away. So some people even got 2 swag items, and now they have a chance to get $25 worth of RP on top of that.
Yeah. You know how much? You know how many skins I can buy? I can buy a lot of skins.
Definitely can.
Actually, wait. How many skins can I buy? I don't know. I
I
don't know
don't
the
know. I'd have
transaction
to.
rate of dollar to RP.
I don't know. It's a good amount though. I know that.
Yeah.
I mean, it can get you.
At least two.
I can get you like 2 not
No, I can get you one. Like.
No, legendary skins are 10. The ultimate skins
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Give me
are
one
the ones that
ultimate.
are. You can get you like an ultimate skin. You can get 2 legendaries.
Yeah.
You can get like 5 of the cheap skins. Like that's a lot of RP. You can gift
Yeah.
a whole bunch of skins with that
I
if
don't know why we would
if
do
you're in the
that.
giving mood.
Why would
But
anyone do that?
I mean, if you just let it sit on your account and then be like, "Yo, happy birthday! Here's a skin for you."
That's true. You don't have to spend
Makes
any actual
makes you
money
seem
on.
like
Yeah.
such an awesome person, even though you're just like, "Yo, I'm just good at League, and that's how I got it."
Yeah. I just play this game too much.
So we are again. Players are getting on in. Once again, for those of you who are just tuning in, it is Team Frostfire going to be on the blue side, taking on LeBron's James on the red. Arguably the best team name here at the
Arguably
tournament.
the best team name ever.
It very well
Really.
could be.
I can't
But
think of one that I
just to
like
give
more.
anyone who's just tuning in
Hmm.
a rundown of what this event was, it was 30 players, first come, first serve, signed up, showed up at the LAN center here, and were then drafted onto teams. The 6 highest ranking players were designated as the team captains,
Hmm.
and they then drafted their teams off out of the pool of players that were remaining, and that's how the teams were put together. There
Yeah.
was no pre-registered or pre-organized
Nope.
teams. Everyone is completely random. These guys have not played with each other. Maybe there was like a couple of guys who had already played
Yeah.
together, but
Like team
a lot of
captain
these
grab their
players
friend.
just met for the first time
Hmm.
today, and are now playing on a team with a chance to win $25 worth of RP. So it's been a lot of fun. It's been some really fun games to watch.
Yeah.
Some really crazy, hectic team fights coming out across the board. But we are now getting set, going into the draft for this game. That's the other thing. Every single matchup thus far has been best of ones. It is a single elimination, one
Yeah.
game. You lose and you're out. So that's everyone has been bringing their best for every match, but we are into the draft, and we'll see what this first ban is going to be. It is McDicken once again banning for the blue side for Frostfire. This is the team that we've been following all throughout the tournament, and it's an Azir going to be banned
Okay.
away.
That's curious because we didn't see them touching on Azir at all when they were banning with their previous matches.
Again, maybe they just
Yeah,
scouted out their
I want to
opponent.
say this was scouted. They actually Frostfire does actually have an advantage from being able to watch the end
Mhm.
of the match that LeBron's James won. So maybe they saw the Azir and
And
maybe the
the
Twisted
Twisted
Fate
Fate,
is doing
but
really well.
definitely some
Okay.
homework being
Yep.
done on the
Yep.
side of
Exactly.
LeBron's James.
Get that Ezreal
Banning away
ban
the
out. You want
Ezreal
that
and
ban.
Jax off the table because McDicken has played Ezreal in every game up to this
Yeah.
point, and Steamroller definitely did some steamrolling
Yeah.
on that Jax in the last game against an Alawi.
Are they gonna ban the Vi though? That's the question.
Yeah, I mean, we've already seen Vi pick that up for himself
Hmm.
on the side of Frostfire. So definitely a pick you have to watch out for, but it will be that Swain once again being taken off.
Hmm.
We have seen Swain banned in every game that we've seen thus far.
Yeah. which is
Oh, no,
oh,
it's going to be
there
the
we go.
Sona.
Another
Another one
yeah.
that, again, has been played in every game thus far by Frostfire. So this will be interesting to see what they just do to adapt. I mean, their entire bot lane, they've
Mhm.
had that same bot lane in both games, I
Yeah.
believe. And so now they have to do something completely
Yeah,
different down
which
there.
could actually be a lot more impactful in this game considering that McDicken and I believe it was Mikey Chan
Yeah,
who was
Mikey
the
Chan has
support.
been the
They
support.
never played together with each other. So the fact that they were able to find such good synergy with these two champions, but now both of them are on completely different champions. They have to relearn that synergy in the final match of this tournament.
Oh,
We do see the Tristana come out for McDicken,
I'm more
but
interested in that Amumu
exactly.
pickup. Amumu coming out here in the grand finals. And if another Morgana, this could be a good pick against McDicken. We saw on that
Hmm.
Ezreal, he was getting hit by binding after binding.
Ooh.
Yeah, now it's going to be a question of, is it McDicken having a trouble getting away from the dark bindings, or was it just
Yeah.
really good dark bindings coming out
I
in the
want I
last
want to
game?
say it was really good Dark Bindings,
Maybe it was a combination of
but who
both, but
knows?
they were
Maybe
definitely
yeah,
very
maybe
good
the
bindings. But
support
we'll see
whomever
if
it is.
Kudamano is able to land just as many. And now Steamroll, he's going to be going
Going back
back
on
to
the
this Volibear,
Volibear, yeah.
much to your chagrin, as
It worked. It worked
it
when they
worked.
played it.
Yeah, it seems like Jack's Volibear. Those are his two
Yeah.
picks.
So I'm not going to talk too much about why I disagree with the Volibear pick. We also don't see the full team comp, so honestly, with this bot lane, Volibear could work. I don't like Volibear on the top lane, just period in general. But considering that this looks to be Steamroller's second favorite champion, you know what? Like, unless you're a pro player, play what you're best at.
Yep.
You don't want to pick stuff just based off power level.
Yeah, exactly. It's one of the keys to winning a matchup
Yeah.
or a tournament like this is when you have people who aren't, synergizing together. Haven't not they're not synergizing together, but that you haven't had time to build up a
Okay.
synergy or familiarity with.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
this
okay.
is one.
That
Yeah,
makes it
you
more comfortable.
definitely
I
want to
was
talk
actually
about this.
really gonna get really wigged out if the Syndra got locked in because Volibear can just run up and like Syndra's done. But with the the not Vladimir. Woo! That's the name.
Vladimir's another one that has been banned away
Hmm.
in each of our previous games.
Yeah.
So finally going to be getting his way onto the Rift. We'll see what they decide to do against. I
Ooh.
feel like the Vladimir's going to be really strong against that Volibear in the top lane.
Um. Yeah, we actually did the Kazakhs hovered by Vi, which is curious because where is this? There we go. Which is curious considering that both of the champions that Vi played were unbanned, but decided to go with the Kazakhs anyway. I guess to try and counter the Amumu. But this looks to be a Kennen mid as well. Interesting pick. We don't see Kennen too much outside of top lane, but even then, you don't see him that often.
Yeah, Kennen is a pick that it's definitely a pocket pick of
Mhm.
sorts,
Mhm.
and I'm actually not too upset about it. This is a team that they're going to be looking to be grouped.
Mhm.
They want, even though they have drastic range differences
Yeah.
between Amumu, Trundle, Vladimir, and Caitlyn
Mhm.
especially. Like, they want to try and look for team fights, and Kennen does so well in that
Yeah.
situation, especially with a teleport. If he can find himself a good flank to get in onto the backside and dive in, throw in that slicing
Yeah.
maelstrom, it can do some serious work.
Yeah. And I actually, so I have the problems that I mentioned earlier about having no tanks. It's still kind of there for Team Frostfire, but it's not too detrimental this time around, considering Kennen just goes into the entirety of the enemy team and stuns everyone up. It'll keep the enemy team's frontliners from getting to the backline. Plus, I think Nami is better at peeling than Sona is. Sona has her ult, but other than that, she can't do anything. Nami has her bubble.
Hmm.
Also has her ultimate as well, and so I think it does a little
Yeah, the
bit better.
wave.
Yeah, a little bit better peeling.
Now,
However, that is Trundle can stick on you, a Mumu can stick on you, Morgana can stick on you. So that's going to be a lot of peeling that Nami is going to have to do. Tristana's going to have to worry about positioning. I think McDickin's going to have to worry about positioning
I think
even more than he has so far.
I feel like the most questionable thing for me is gonna end up being that the Kazakhs, because Kazakhs is just really focused on trying to isolate targets and finding
Yeah.
targets out on their own.
Hmm.
And I don't think anyone from LeBron James, with the exception of maybe Trundle, is going to be out on their own too frequently
Yeah.
for that to happen. And Kazakh isn't going to be able to jump in and delete the Trundle. Like, that's just, it's not going to happen.
Yeah. Kazakh's.
So it's a very strange pick in this composition, but it is sort of the style that Frostfire has run before in
Hmm.
going for a lot of poke and pick
Yeah,
damage
we saw the
while
Least
still
doing it.
looking for team fights at the same time.
Yeah.
It's been really interesting watching them play, but they've made it work. I mean, they're in the finals,
Yeah,
so
no,
I don't want to doubt them too much. But
I wish I could say a little more about LeBron's James, but we didn't watch any other games, so there's nothing to say about that. But we talked about this earlier during the game, but you did, for Team Frostfire, how there was a point that they just unlocked and
mhm.
just everything went their way. And I think it happened in both games. It happened both ways, team fights and picks. I think this team just they just intuitively are all on the same page with each other, and they know when to take advantage of an opening, whether it's a single kill or a whole team fight. So having Kha'Zix work on both of them, I think is very, very like I think he can do a lot with it.
Yeah, definitely can be something that if they run it properly can work to great effect.
Hmm.
But it's going to be tough. It's
Yeah.
not going to be an easy composition to run whatsoever.
Hmm.
I do like the composition coming out of LeBron's James a little bit better,
Yeah.
just because their win condition, their
Hmm.
goal in as the game goes later and later is very clear. They want to group, they want to
Yeah.
fight.
Want to get that team
That's
fight.
that's period end of story. You're gonna have Trundle able to bite down on that Volibear and take away a
Hmm.
lot of his tanky stats, and so it's going to be a tough matchup, I feel. And
Yeah.
again, this is what we expect in the finals. This is
Yeah.
what we want. We want to
Yeah.
see a really close game. We want to see these teams duking it out to try and get that grand prize. And I don't think there's no doubt in my mind that this should be a very close game.
Yeah.
As soon as we get loaded onto the Rift, we will be jumping on in, as, taking care of some
Oh yeah.
official duties. Again, we are at the EVO Gaming Land Center, so we're right behind the counter,
Yeah.
right when you walk in. So we've got some transactions taking place right next to and in front of us. But it's again, once we get loaded
Mhm.
in, hopefully we don't miss too much. We've missed a couple minutes
Yeah.
each time
First game it was
on the
6
loading.
or 7 minutes. The
This one
second game
was
was two and a
3.
half.
Hopefully that trend keeps up and we only miss like a minute and a half this
Yeah.
time, if anything.
And not miss
Uh,
first blood. That's the thing.
yeah, as long as we don't miss first blood, I'm happy. But it's always the more of the game we can see, the better.
Hmm. Not just for us, but also for you guys, our fellow dear viewers. Oh.
And so, again, just trying to get ourselves loaded in as quickly as we can.
Ooh.
Let's see if we can get word of them being in game. They are in fact in game,
All right.
so we should hopefully be able to load in
Hopefully.
within the next
We'll wait.
couple of minutes. But we are still waiting. This client, I'm
Yeah.
hopefully with the new
Yeah.
client.
When are they gonna update this stuff? Come
I,
on.
I I know like they've been talking about it for so long,
Hmm.
and hopefully it comes out soon, because it's rather frustrating to not have not be able to
Oh
load
boy.
in properly on spectate.
Oh boy. Oh. Well.
Oh, you
They're in
guys
game.
can't see the problems we're having,
Yeah.
but you can tell by the
What
fact
problems?
that
What problems?
that
Nothing's
we're
happening.
not like leaning back and just watching the game. That we're taking care of some issues. We are trying to reconnect. Again, hopefully we don't miss too much. But it's loading once more.
Yeah. So hopefully things in. Hopefully, yeah. Hopefully not gonna miss too much on. Like, how far into the game are they? How many minutes? Do we know? 4 minutes. Okay, so we may miss like the first 2 minutes of this, but oh, we missed
Uh,
first blood. Oh,
unless that kill just happened and we load in like right now.
unless that kill just happened.
But it's not looking good on our end, unfortunately. We do apologize for this, but we're trying to get it taken care of as quickly as possible.
Hey, what's an esports broadcast without technical difficulties,
Of
right?
course,
This is just solidifying us as being legitimate. That's silver lining.
All right.
Hmm.
So I mean, none of the players, just for the record, none of the players are having any issues.
Yeah, no, it's
This
all
is
us.
just on
All us.
the spectate client. So I don't want anyone to be thinking, oh, their connection is horrible down at EVO. That's not the case
No.
whatsoever. The players are absolutely fine.
Yeah.
They are on. They have no problems whatsoever. It's just our connection is the only one, or our rig is the only one that is suffering from any difficulties. As we're gonna go ahead and try and get back in once more. We'll see.
No. No. Anyway, trying to load back in. It is actually all our client. Yeah, sorry this for everyone. I kind of feel like we should have some elevator music going on right now at least, or some. Nah, not Jeopardy. I think it's a little repetitive. But oof.
Yeah, well,
Oh
so
well.
while we get this taken care of, uh, don't go anywhere. We're gonna get you guys some music to listen to
Uh huh.
while we get this sorted out. We will be back the moment we get into the game. We're gonna bring the action right back. So don't go anywhere. It should be very, very soon. But as soon as our client gets connected, is when we'll jump back in. All right, we are
Oh.
in. We missed the first 4 minutes. We did miss first blood, but we are back and we are ready to go. And we can see now the fighting has been rather furious here in the first couple minutes. That's almost another kill being picked up on the top lane there by this Volibear, who did get that first blood, has already picked up a kill onto Trundle and very nearly got himself a second kill. But now down in the bot lane, oh, that's going to be SS Oreo taking a ton of damage, trying to get a return kill, but the heal comes out, and McDickin is going to be jumping forward with that rocket leap and picking himself up another kill. Meanwhile, in the top lane, Bully Bear going hard on Lambo Mercy and picks up the kill as well, 4-0.
That's why I hate Volibear. You see that? You saw that damage on that bite?
Yeah, with no
Ridiculous.
damage items.
Yeah,
all
no
he
da-
has is
no items.
all he has is that
A little bit of health.
What's
Bomby
the name of
Cinder.
it? Bomby Cinder,
A little
that's
bit
what
of
it is.
health. And so does that much damage.
I don't know why I
Oh,
want
he
to
had
say
to charge.
Kindle
Oh,
Jet,
he had
like
to charge up multiple auto attacks before you can do it. I don't care.
Oh boy. Well, we're gonna be seeing that a whole lot, it appears, this game.
Silver
as
lining.
That was Volibear's second
Oh,
kill. But here
God.
comes Kha'Zix. Doesn't get that isolation damage bonus though, and Vladimir just drops into that
Yeah.
pool and walks away without issue.
I will say though, every single lane on Team LeBron's James is up in CS.
For now. I mean, mid lane is doing extremely well.
Yeah.
But you kind of expect that Vladimir versus Kennen.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
not exactly the ideal matchup for a
No.
Kennen. But those kills, the 4 kills going over, is enough to
4
get a
kills in the-
1,000 gold lead
Yeah.
just about for Frostfire early on.
4 kills in the first 6 minutes. That's ridiculous. And all the top lane kills were all solo. 2 solo kills in a row. So that was just top lane. Definitely the biggest advantage we have for Team Frostfire. See some harass coming down on the McDickin. Again, having to face off against a Caitlyn Morgana lane. Should be a little warmed up to it. Maybe dodging. Ooh, right when I say that, Mikey Chan also gets hit.
Oh,
Though
but
a bubble
nice
does land on
bubble.
Morgana, and there is no Caitlyn to back Morgana up, so there's going to be a lot of damage, even with the Black Shield. Not going to block any of that damage since only black magic damage. Oreo does appear back to deter McDicken from going even farther with Morgana. Morgana playing very far forward, though. Nami is all the way in the back, so, you know, he's a
But see,
little...
Nami can be all the way in the back.
Yeah.
Because most of what Nami's going to be doing is just putting that
Boy.
attack buff onto her carry
Yeah.
or that heal, which can bounce out as we just saw there.
Well,
so
your
Nami
Nami
can
plays all
play
the
a
way
lot
back,
more
but-
safely. And again, they throwing out bubbles. But there's that big Volibear
Oh,
damage.
God.
Cameron is just shaking his head
This
in
is-
utter annoyance.
He's actually not doing that much damage right now, but he is going to tower dive. His passive is going to keep him healthy. Can he get... There you go. See, there's the bite. And he is going to still stay alive because of that healing passive.
The damage is insane coming out of this Volibear. Again, without any damage items built. It is pure tank, and Trundle just isn't able to survive. Even with that corrupting potion, just doesn't have enough retaliation. As Vladimir, again, continuing to build up a big CS lead. 30 CS advantage in the mid lane. But he hasn't been able to take advantage of it, and that could be a problem.
Ooh,
right?
this
big
one,
damage,
yeah.
That's going to be the bandage
Chain
toss
CC.
and the curse of the
Chain
sad money.
CC.
Oh my goodness.
McDicken wants to go in, but...
Yeah, he wanted to try and answer with a kill, but that may have been a big mistake. He's taking a lot of damage. The net was not ready as being used to escape. Now as Kha'Zix comes in, he's going to get the isolation damage if he can get in onto the
One
Caitlyn.
more.
Oh, but he gets blocked by his own ally. But now they have Morgana right where they want her. Volibear has teleported down, and this could be a
There's no passive, no
dead
oh,
Morgana.
well, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter if there's a passive because there is a big old bite.
Yeah, I was gonna say Morgana was able to bind him, but I think she was actually at that point. Oreo does get out. Oh, but if Kha'Zix, catches out, flash.
Oreo could have just kept the recall going. I think he was close enough to getting out.
No, not with the flash Q.
Was the?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the flash was available.
Yeah.
But Volibear Steamroller trying to get onto the Vladimir, but just ends up settling for a minion. And again, this kill lead is just growing immense, but they're not getting much of a gold lead off of it anymore, as now Volibear is going to be finding that Vladimir unstoppable steamroller. That is a terrifying thought in both this game and real life, as Mellow Maniac picks up a kill as well. And this is just, I mean, we talked about how the early game have always been really close for Frostfire, and then they just kind of hit another year.
Yeah.
It looks like they came into this game already in that extra fifth year.
So, you know, on the other side of things, though, Volibear running around is giving Trundle opportunity to farm up and get some good damage at the top tower. So let's see if he can't take that advantage that he's slowly gaining back and turn to lead. But Kha'Zix is coming up from the river. There is a ward on and is also getting pinged out. But Kha'Zix may, just with the isolation from Trundle, maybe we get good damage. No, Trundle is actually doing really good damage back, but he doesn't want to chase because there's a Volibear right on his tail. Has to flash away from that, actually.
Yeah, and Volibear's just going to continue that chase. The pillar's slowing him a little bit, but Volibear doesn't care. He's going to go right underneath this turret again, but Trundle is still very healthy. He doesn't have any mana, but Volibear is getting taken down very low, and he gets the kill, but here comes Amumu making the save, or at least not so much the save, but getting the retaliation kill.
Yeah, getting the
to
trade.
make it a 1-for-1. And getting a little bit back off of that, but still, Volibear just flexing his muscles and just punishing this Trundle. But
nice.
look at the CS difference, though. I mean, Trundle is so far ahead, but just can't do anything against this Volibear. I mean, even the gold, or it's
the gold is a K in Volibear's
favor. It's 1,000 in Volibear's favor, while down by almost 40 CS. But look at the
those
mid
6 kills.
And even in the mid lane, I mean, Vladimir has a 40 CS lead, but is only ahead by about 400 gold. Like, the gold lead is just not there, despite being ahead in CS everywhere. They just do not have the gold advantage. That's a nice fight starts
coming in. Yeah, Kha'Zix coming in, getting those nice damage onto Caitlyn, completely isolated, as well as a Tristana bomb on it. And Morgana is by herself too, and that is just down. Those wards. See, they even had a vision ward in that river bush, and had a little ward on Dragon. Yet Kha'Zix came out of nowhere. They just were not watching the minimap. Either that or Kha'Zix came from some really sneaky position, maybe out of Tribush. Yeah, maybe ulted out of Tribush around the loop, but completely catching them off guard.
It just absolutely great gank, turning it around.
Volibear's
I
about
feel
to
like
get
it
a
was
7.
actually even a bait, as Nami let herself get hit by that Dark Binding Square in the face to start things off. But now Steamroller, again, just diving underneath this turret without a care in the world. And that's going to be the first dragon being picked up at the same time. Kazakh's securing that one for his team.
Yeah, another Earth Drake. Good start to the team. That's definitely what you want, especially for this team for Team Crossfire, which are all about
Now
objectives.
let's see. Does the trend keep up? Is it another Earth Drake? It will be
All right,
another Earth Drake. So
we're gonna get.
you know what? I really do think just because it's happened 3 times now, there must have been something changed that I had overlooked in the patch notes.
Okay, a very aggressive TP top lane Trundle, and the Amumu's coming into gank, so they're trying to get a return call on Zerler, who is actually very, very low. Oh, but dodges out the Amumu. That pillar is going to stop him, though, and of course this head moment is going to stop him in his tracks. He has his ult, his passive coming through, but the smite to actually finish Volibear out, gives the kill over to Amumu, gives Trundle a little more breathing room, and allow him to go back to farming.
And that's going to be, again, this huge lead already being built up on kills. Can they continue to grow further and further ahead in gold is the question. I mean, they're only about 1,500 ahead, which isn't that big considering they're up by 10 kills.
Yeah.
Again, the farming being LeBron James doing a great job at the farm game, but they've just been dying way too frequently.
Yeah, and this time Lamb of Mercy, just once the teleport comes in, he's out of there. He does not want to be anywhere close as Volibear. Does not want to get attacked. Not want to get hit up on.
Mumu taking out a pink ward.
Woo!
He got the board.
Got exciting.
Got the ward. Everything is worth it.
So he's there, but they know exactly where he is because there are more wards littering the map. Team Frostfire, and actually, ooh, that Scuttle Crab vision may help them out, stop them getting caught out, because you have the Kazakhs trying to be a little sneaky, and actually just got another ward on his own, so they know where he is again. And Mumu actually, okay, it's another fight. Volibear just straight up tower diving. He is just harassing Trundle, not letting him get any freedom. Taking quite a few tower hits, and I don't think his passive is back up just yet.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it. He's being a bit careful. I feel like if that pass was up, he would have just gone super aggressive again. But now Kennen looking to try and get aggressive onto Vladimir. Doesn't quite have enough. And that mid lane has been relatively quiet, despite the fact that there's been so many kills. Each mid laner really only being involved in a couple of them.
Double ult coming out mid, but we do have the Kazakhs to come in and put things in Frostfire's favor. But with the Ghost and the pool from Vladimir, he is able to get out. And with actually more health than Kennen, which, you know, it's Vladimir. He steals health. That's kind of his thing, but... Oh, Trundle, get out of there! Get out of there! I know he's at half health, it doesn't matter!
But is it enough? The passive kicks in, and look at them. I mean, they're both staying pretty healthy.
Actually, Trundle's doing really good now.
Got enough damage. I think it's that ult able to take away that tankiness, but with Kazakhs coming in,
always being there. Oh, and the Kennen, too.
Boy,
Yeah, see, Frostfire, they know when to rotate. They know when to roam. They know exactly what to do to keep their advantage. Yeah, and so the first tower of the game goes to the top lane. First tower, first dragon. They're up just over 2k gold lead right now. It's not something unsurmountable by Team LeBron James.
I mean, yeah, the gold lead isn't insurmountable, but where are they at mentally?
Yeah,
that's the question you have to ask. When you're down 14-3, you almost don't even look at, like, if they look at the farm numbers, they'll realize that they're not completely out of this game yet.
Yeah.
But are they even looking at that? It's so easy to just glance up at the top of your screen and see 14-3
they don't exactly know their gold
and just think, oh, we are just getting destroyed. Yeah. But again, they've been doing such a good job of farming, and that's what's really astounding to me, is how far ahead they are in terms of farm, despite all of these deaths. Especially the Trundle. He's died 6 times and is still up by about 40 farm.
Yeah.
Like, that's incredibly impressive. It's just the problem is he hasn't been able to get anything done against the Volibear.
Ooh, Amumu going in on the cannon. He is gonna lightning away though. But we got the Kazakhs joining up as well, so it's a 2v2 mid. Amumu is out of mana though, so he's trying to back off, trying to disengage. He has nothing to do with this. Kazakhs is gonna roam up, try and steal the red buff, but there's nothing there. Well, still mid. Things are happening. No one's having to back. It's monoless mid, but neither of these champions use mana, so there's a lot of fight happening. Vladimir wants to come in. Double ult come out. Vladimir does get stunned up. Is going to try and Sanguine pool in and knows he can heal. A massive heal coming out. Kennen having to flash out of the EMN. There's the Volibear once again showing up out of nowhere. Gonna get the bite. Vladimir tried to flash away. It doesn't matter. We do see Trundle maybe trying to trade.
And now Kazakh's going to try and get away from the Trundle. The Trundle giving a bite of his own. But Volibear has just been the story of this game. 8-2-2 at 17 minutes. He's getting almost a kill every 2 minutes.
Yeah.
While building pure tank. Again, he has no damage items built. It is just absolutely disgusting what Steamroller has been able
Riot.
to do with this game.
Balance this champion. No, okay, I know. You argue he's actually balanced. You just need to kite him. No. Whatever.
Well, I mean, the pick just worked out so well into
Yeah.
this composition because there really isn't. There's a lot of lockdown and stickiness on the
Yeah.
side of LeBron James, but there's not a lot of kite. There's not a lot of peel.
Yeah.
It's once Volibear gets in, especially Trundle. Like Trundle's whole kit is about trying to be in your face and fighting,
Yeah.
not trying to run away from an angry polar bear.
I mean, I feel Trundle has a lot of opportunities to run away.
Nice shield there.
He has his move speed that he gets on his field, and he has his pillar to kind of.
But he doesn't
back him
want
up.
to be run. That's not.
But
like,
it's not.
that's not what you want
yeah,
to be doing.
but it's
on
also
a
it
Trundle.
won't outrun a Volibear.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Volibear is just so good at sticking on his target of choice. I feel like really the only one that has a chance of getting away from him is actually this Caitlyn.
Ooh,
That's
we're on
gonna
a
be
flash again,
flash
ulting, but
ult.
everyone's just jumping out. Nami ulting in just for assurance of the disengage. It does get hit by the binding. We do a Volibear from the back though. Is the ult gonna kill? Ult is not gonna kill Nami. I have Volibear in the middle of the enemy team, flips Trundle under the tower, does get the final kill, but Curses Head Mummy is gonna lock him up. Oh,
Volibear passive.
so much damage.
Oh my goodness, that
Oh.
is just these Team Frostfire cleaning house. Volibear in the middle of that fight the entire time. He got dropped so low, but that passive kept him alive and just absolutely decimating LeBron James right now. And oh my goodness, what can you do against this Volibear? He's so fed. He's got so much money off of these kills. I don't know how you can possibly deal with him, as that's going to be the second dragon going over to Frostfire. It is our second Earth dragon.
Oh, okay.
Next one will be Cloud.
So not another 3 in a row.
Yeah, not 3 in a row, but it's still, we've only seen Earth and Cloud.
That's true.
In third game, and we've seen, what is it now? That's 6, 7, 8. This is our 9th dragon that we're gonna see, and we've only seen 2 elements.
Yeah, that's weird.
That's the statistical chances of that are alarmingly low.
I guess. I mean, it's about as low as any other combination of 9 you can imagine.
I mean, technically, but they only have 2.
Yeah,
Out
yeah,
of
I guess.
I mean, it's just kind of surprising, as there is going to be. What is that symbol?
Oh, that was the whatchamacallit?
Oh, the
Rift
the
Scuttler.
Rift Scuttler leaving.
Yeah.
Getting prepared for Baron.
No, sorry, not Rift Scuttler,
The Rift Herald.
Rift Herald.
Yep. I knew what you meant. I
Yeah.
think most
Oh
people knew
God,
what you
they're
meant,
just
but
straight up
that's-
invading, running up
Oh
on
my
Umu.
goodness.
Look at this damage coming out. This is
Amumu doesn't even stand a chance, as he is just deleted. Volibear and Cosmic, especially with that isolation, and now they're going to find the Trundle as well. And Trundle is in some trouble. He uses that ultimate to try and get some extra tanky stats. It
Morgana,
worked
get
for
out
now,
of there!
but here's the teleport. Morgana trying to use his the shackles, and it just doesn't help enough. Volibear getting dropped low.
Okay,
but he's
here we
still
go. Here's the
alive.
backup.
This could be the turnaround, though, as Caitlyn has now joined the fight. Volibear, the passive is popped. Vladimir gets a huge heal, and here comes the ace in the hole. Not quite enough, but that's going to be Trundle. Actually, it will be Vladimir able to secure it. The flash forward with the pillar, but a nice stun being locked down by Kennen to keep himself alive. And just like that, LeBron James, they finally show some signs of life.
Yeah, that was Frostfire definitely going in way too aggressive, getting a little ahead of themselves. They did get a nice pick onto Amumu, but then tried to force it too much. And even though the Morgana went in and pretty much got deleted immediately, she at least held them there for the rest of her team to back them up. We got the ultimate from Vladimir, we got the Caitlyn coming out. That's enough damage. Oh, I'm sorry, I have to let someone in. We are right next to the door
we
controls.
have the door operations right to our left. But we are 21-6 at 21.5 minutes. That's a kill per minute coming out from Frostfire, as Lambo Mercy trying to make something happen with this push in the mid lane. Not much has happened in terms of turrets. It's 2-1, but here comes the
nice binding from Morgana.
Everyone is getting involved now.
Nice binding from Morgana there, but unfortunately, she didn't realize that the rest of Frostfire were right on her, and she got blown up. It's still trying to get away, and a missed bandage shots from Mumu is gonna also let Volibear get out of there, not get trapped under a tower, and that tower is gonna
I mean,
fall.
even if that bandage toss had hit, I
Yeah,
feel like
fair.
Volibear would have still been able
That's
to just
true.
walk away.
Yeah, absolutely.
But that is the third tower. All 3 outer towers have been destroyed now by Frostfire.
Oh, Caitlyn, get out of there!
Caitlyn is in some
Oh!
serious trouble, and here comes McDicken as well. That is just so much damage. But now they're putting a lot of damage onto Steamroller. He is going to finally go down again. And now this could be the opportunity for LeBron James. They get a lot of damage. They do back away, though. Kha'Zix is in some trouble, perhaps, as Silverwings going so aggressive with this Vladimir. He has so much healing and sustain. This is going to be another kill picked up by LeBron James. And will they continue chasing? Oh, the bandage toss as the Rocket Leap comes out. A great pillar, but they don't want to go diving onto the turret. They definitely know that they need to be careful here because they can easily lose a couple more kills. Silverwings using those tools of Vladimir to be super aggressive. Oh, that's going to be a bubble landing onto Killer. They do get the turret. Will they go for a fight? Looks like LeBron James wants to turn this around. They get a big burst of damage. A nice pillar blocking Mikey Chan in the fight.
There he is.
Insomniac Killer on the back lines. He's going to get taken down. Here comes Volibear, and he is just causing havoc. The passive comes through, and look at the damage. Does he have enough, though? He's trying to take out Lambo Mercy. The damage is insane. Here comes Kha'Zix jumping on in, getting the reset. But Silverwings is so durable. Silverwings gets one. Will he be able to take down Volibear? He gets him. What a play from ex-Silverwings.
Okay, so Volibear is impossible to take down, pretty much. But at this point in the game, the healing that comes out, not only Vladimir, but also Trundle, is ridiculous. And so it's an attack of like 2 Titans essentially, and Volibear
really
cannot survive all of that because even with Kha'Zix coming in and trying to help burst them down, they still heal so much that that Volibear's passive runs out by the time that you can get them down, and then they can just easily wipe you.
Yeah, that was, oh my god, that was absolutely insane. Silverwings making, up to this point, the play of the game.
Yeah.
In that 2v1 situation, it looked like Volibear was going to get the kill, but they managed to just somehow survive. And Trundle did go down, but Silverwings, with the save, able to, oh my goodness, that was just absolutely insane. Just enough survivability on that Vladimir.
Yeah, this is... Maybe Frostfire are not going to be more aware of it. I don't know. We do see Volibear coming in and trying to 1v1 this Trundle once again. Let's see if Tone can actually put up a good fight. He did bite him and is actually doing a little more damage.
Volibear's 2v1 before, but that's a lot of good damage coming out of Lambo Mercy. I feel like Lambo Mercy is finally, just now that he's got those 2 items completed, the Sunfire and the Spirit Visage, it's just really allowed him to survive against this Volibear. Dragon is up. This is going to be LeBron James looking for their first dragon. It will be this Cloud one against the double Earth Dragons, but they don't want to go too... They don't want to commit to it too hard because they know they are still behind. Yeah,
we do have teleport advantage. Actually, no, it could be matched evenly. Volibear is up in the top lane. Trundle's starting to run down, though, just so we don't have to waste his teleport just yet. But
they were able to bully them away from the dragon, and this is going to be the first dragon getting picked up. And hey, we finally get a fire dragon.
Woo! Something different. Hello.
When it does respawn in a couple minutes. But oh my goodness, this game has just, it looked like it was just going to be Frostfire running away with it the entire time. Like they got out to such a big lead. But now, off of those last couple of fights, LeBron James, they have made this a game. The gold lead is only about 2,000 to 3,000. That is so close considering the kills are 15 in favor of Frostfire. But the tankiness is just, I feel like that, how tanky LeBron James is right now is going to make things so difficult for, I mean, Volibear's not going to be able to burn through all of that health. Kennen is not going to be able to do enough damage. He'll have the lockdown, which will be super helpful, but Kha'Zix definitely not gonna be able to do enough damage in team fights. They're gonna be relying so much on McDicken. He is 2-0-10. He has done a great job of staying alive throughout all these fights, but they need him to, like, they are putting almost everything on his
Yeah.
shoulders in this game.
Problem is, he can't get close because the minute he gets close, oh well.
Oh, we
The
are
fight,
gonna be having a
Oliver
fight
actually
start
getting caught out, having to ghost away. Nami ult does also come on. McDicken though on the side, they're putting massive damage. Take out the Morgana.
Oh, he
Is
gets out.
almost dropped himself. We do see multiple ults coming down. Tons of AoE damage happening. I honestly don't. Oh, but then all the kills are going towards Frostfire. Vladimir in the back, taking out Lambda Mercy. Vladimir also falls himself. It's just Trundle right now. God, Vladimir's taking out the tower. Kazi is trying to jump back though, able to get the ace, get the final kill.
Isolation damage was enough, but my goodness, Mick Dickens just, we talked about the fact that he needs to be the big carry for this team, and that's exactly what he just did there. He deleted Kudamano off of off the map immediately on that fight. Just barely managed to get away with that rocket leap, and then was able to put in enough damage onto Silverwings to take him down as well. And just like that, it is Frostfire storming into the base of LeBron James. They've got the first turret down in the mid lane, or the inhibitor taken down mid lane, and a 31-11 kill lead. Look at the gold lead as well. It has jumped back up to about 7,000.
Yeah. No, that was a ridiculous fight that put Frostfire back in the lead once again. I was going to say that the problem with having Tristana put damage out is because she's anywhere close to Trundle or Vladimir, they can just start engaging on her. But Mick Dicken did the smart thing and actually used the wall behind their raids. Because, sure, a Mumu could use his bandage toss over that, but that was already used. And there's no other gap closer. Like, Trundle and Vladimir have to walk to you. They have to walk they would have to walk all the way around that to get to the Tristana. And Tristana playing completely safe position, using the terrain to their advantage.
Yeah, not only using the wall around the Raptor camp, but also then jumping over that wall that you see there in the mid lane as well after securing that first kill. Just incredible positional awareness from McDicken. He's the captain of this team, and it is showing why, maybe not the MVP of this one, because I feel like right now that's still going over to Steamroller for this game, but without McDicken having such an incredible positional and map awareness, that fight does not go in favor of Frostfire.
Now, LeBron James is not completely out of this just yet.
Oh, no, definitely not.
I feel like
if they can get a kill onto McDicken, especially if they can jump onto him and get him early in a fight, they win that fight.
Yeah.
It's period, end of story.
Yeah.
That's so much easier said than done.
But,
as you can see,
because you have to get past. There's the Nami wave coming out. You gotta get past the cannon ult, and you gotta get past the Volibear, who's just gonna run to your back line and try and take out the Caitlyn or the Trundle.
Yeah. While Tristana is jumping.
While Tristana is blowing up.
Like, so it's so. But it's very easy to just say, oh yeah, just jump on Tristana and take her out. It's a totally other thing to actually pull it off. Baron looks to be where both teams are putting a lot of attention now, a lot of vision being placed around this objective. But Frostfire, they know that they have the lead, and they are trying to really abuse it. But here comes a flank onto Steamroller. Will they be able to take him down? That's a lot of members. And look at Frostfire. They are just shoving up mid while this is happening. I don't think that's the lane you want to push, so there's nothing to take there.
Yeah, they definitely can't get their wave, or even the enemy positioning isn't in a place they can take out any sort of Nexus turrets. So I think they just put pressure there and try and pull them off of Volibear. Or maybe just to push a little bit. But yeah, you're saying they're really going to push bot, and that's exactly where they're going. They're going to leave Volibear top once again, putting Steamroller on this solo split push roll.
Which
and the rest
this will work perfectly. They just saw just how much threat Volibear can pull. They sent 4 members top to try and deal with that Volibear when he was shown pushing towards that turret, and it just allows them to make this rotation down bottom, destroy that turret. Tristana is going to delete these turrets, but a nice rotation by LeBron James trying to get some big damage down onto McDicken, but they can't get the kill.
Oh, Volibear's by himself! But so is Caitlyn!
By himself. And they is going to be looking for this kill into Caitlyn. He picks it up. Here comes the rest of the team to close in, as that's a double kill now for Volibear. And the rest of Frostfire is coming in for the fight.
Yeah, that was another missed bandage toss from Mumu right there, forcing him basically to run away. But yeah, those 2 kills picked up by Frostfire, they knew exactly how much to kite away and then to turn back in.
Well, it almost looked like they just kited away fully, and then Steamroller was just like, "No, guys, I'm going in. I'm going in. I
Well,
don't
that
care.
well
I'm
no
so tanky."
that's because they didn't respect the Volibear
Hmm.
teleport. That's because Team LeBron James respected the Volibear teleport, and they split up and allowed Volibear to isolate Caitlyn and just
Yep.
1v1 Caitlyn like that.
And so a second inhibitor taken down. Only the top lane remains. But it looks like that may not be for long as the side of Frostfire, they're pinging out the Baron actually instead. Kha'Zix is taking that dragon, so they will get the Flame Dragon as well. They're trying to put some pressure onto this top lane. The dragon comes out, and they are going to be going after this turret. They don't even care about the Baron right now. They don't need it. If they can get a fight off this, oh, looks like LeBron James may have stayed too long.
Look!
He's diving onto the Caitlyn, but he's
Oh!
going to get caught. The passive is not enough. However, back on the rest of the team, it is Silverwing having to leave out. Lamb of
No.
Mercy is getting dropped so low. McDicken doing what he can, but he gets taken out by Caitlyn. And now that's going to be the counter engage coming out from LeBron's James. They pick up
Watch for
2
this though.
kills.
Watch for Kha'Zix.
Oh,
Kha'Zix is still here. He
what
was
a
not in that fight.
deletion.
Oh!
Kha'Zix gets one. He jumps out with the invisibility. He's looking
Good
for
trap.
a second.
He is
He
able
gets
to-
two.
Oh.
And now here comes the rest of Frostfire coming back in. The bubble catches two. And Kha'Zix is deleting everyone. It is an ace for Frostfire. And now they can push in onto this final remaining inhibitor tower.
Yeah, that looked like it was going in LeBron's James' favor, but and this is what I was.
Kha'Zix
This
came
is what
in for
happened
those
bot lane.
resets and just ate them alive.
Yeah, but that's what I was gonna say about bottom lane is that they see a tiny moment that it looks like they're in the lead, and they put all their money on that. They don't understand, like, they weren't watching, oh, hey, we're in this fight. None of them thought, wait, Kha'Zix isn't here, we're all low, he can eat us all. And we're in the bottom, like, oh, hey, we can win this fight. Oh, wait, we're all split up and Volibear is going in.
Yeah,
We
so-
do have the Zerat portal as well. It's all three inhibitors down. Zerat portal on the top lane. This is just a ton of damage put on the Nexus tower. This is going to
Yeah,
give...
this should be pretty much the all over
Yeah,
at this
they
point.
have
I mean,
Baron. They're getting
They're
Baron.
going to get Baron. There's no one coming out to even try and stop this. And with double super minions going to be pushing into the base, I think the actual stat is like 98.7% of games where all three inhibitors get taken end in a victory.
Yeah.
It's some insane number like that. So it's going to be really difficult. The Zerat portal is going to be found and taken out by Kurumaru, but here come the super minions. And McDicken has found Insomniac Killer by himself, but he doesn't want to risk getting caught. Very smartly backs out there.
But here's
Waits
Volibear.
for his team. Here comes Volibear. The flash from Insomniac Killer. He's going to
Oh.
avoid being flipped at the very least. But now the
Doesn't
damage
matter.
is coming out. Insomniac Killer is going to fall. The kill actually goes over to Kennen. And with one dead, a 4v5 with double Baron buff super minions. This is all over. McDicken picking up one kill on the backside. They take down the Caitlyn. They're going to try and get the Volibear, but the passive is ticking. And this is game. 4 kills now picked up by Frostfire. And they are going to take the Nexus. Frostfire are the champions of the EVO Gaming Nvidia GeForce Weekend Warriors Tournament. Congratulations to them. Each player will be taking home a $25 RP gift card, and well deserved.
Yeah. That was
well deserved. 17, 6, and 12 on a Volibear. You can just see the disdain on Cameron's face. He is so upset that Volibear did so well. But just phenomenal performance from really everyone on the team. As we look at the scores here, again, 17, 6, 12, 2, 2, 20 from the support, 5, 1, and 14. Only one death in a bloodbath of a game for McDicken. 13, 3, and 13. I feel like Kha'Zix was like kind of almost like a silent
absolutely
carry in that one.
Absolutely.
We didn't really talk about how well he was doing at all, but ended up with almost as many kills as Steamroller. And then, of course, Kennen also with only a lone death on the game.
Yeah.
Just phenomenal performance from these guys in all of their games. And definitely looked like the strongest team here.
Yeah, I honestly don't know who I would have picked. As if I had to pick someone for MVP, I don't know who I'd pick.
I
It would
think
definitely be between Volibear and
I think I
Kha'Zix.
would say it's going to be Steamroller, if only because he was the catalyst for everyone else.
No, oh, not for everyone else. Actually, Kha'Zix was the one who kept bottom lane from falling too far behind,
Mhm.
and who actually got mid lane ahead.
I
CS
still
aside.
think I personally would give it to Volibear just because of the fact that he was such a menace. Like
Yeah.
anytime Volibear charged in,
Hmm.
everyone on LeBron James either had to run or focus him.
Yeah.
And that is what really allowed McDicken
Yeah.
in the later team fights to stay on the back lines and just throw out all that damage. Again, like you said, very difficult choice, but
Hmm.
my personal choice goes to Steamroller.
Yeah, considering that he got his early lead by himself, he
Hmm.
didn't have any help from his jungler. This wasn't something enabled by any sort of like help, any sort of gank from the other lane. It was the first two kills that he got were solo kills. So yeah, no, you're right. I agree. They definitely,
Yeah,
yeah,
but
Steamlord getting the MVP of this game.
either way,
If that
again,
mattered, if that actually mattered, which it
I
doesn't.
I mean, yeah, it really just gives them a little bit more bragging rights, I
Yeah.
guess. That's really all you get off of it. But again, congratulations to all of Team Frostfire. Again, Steamroller 1819, Mikey Chan, Mick Dickin, V or Vi,
By
however you want to
V
pronounce it, and
9.
Mellow Maniac Raiden. All five of those players going to be getting a $25 RP card. But again, congratulations and thank you to everyone that showed up today, all 30 players
Hmm.
and all six teams. Huge thank you again to GeForce, Nvidia GeForce, for providing all of the swag, allowing
Yeah.
the players to play for free,
Hmm.
everything that they did. And of course, the biggest thank you I feel has to go out to EVO Gaming New York for running the whole event, allowing the players to be here and getting everything set up. Phenomenal job by them. Uh, Everything ran, I think, as smoothly as we, other than the getting into the games at the
But that's
start.
Red's fault. That was
That's
right.
that was the only hiccup that we had.
Yeah.
Everything else, I think, was super smooth. And I mean, I'm looking around now, and everyone's just smiling,
Yeah.
hanging out, having a good time. So I think it was definitely a great event,
Yeah.
and hopefully there will be many more in the future.
Yeah. Definitely.
So, is
Uh,
there anything else that we can? Let's see. We got the. You guys want to say any words to the? Looks
they're
like.
camera
All
shy.
right, they're all set. So that means we're all set. And thank you everyone for tuning in. We hope to see you again soon. Until then, have a good one.